Take a look at the everyday objects around you, whether it is a metal knife in the kitchen or the desk you sit at in school. Their shapes are the result of very specific choices. Every item was carefully planned and created to solve a specific problem. That exact planning process is what we call design. Before an object is made, a designer asks one main question: what is this meant to do? That specific job is the object's function, and the physical form an object takes will always follow that function. Look at a standard plastic jerry can. The strong top handle and the molded grooves on the side exist specifically to help a person carry heavy water securely over long distances. Traditional woven baskets are designed very differently. They are extremely lightweight with porous sides, making them excellent tools for holding or sifting dry goods like coffee beans and millet. To create these highly functional tools, designers rely on a specific set of visual building blocks. These objects are engineered tools. Design is the invisible planning that makes our daily lives easier and safer. We call these raw visual building blocks the elements of design. There are 4 main ones every designer uses: line, shape, color, and texture. Let's strip away the surface of familiar items. On a woven mat, crossing straight and zigzag lines creates a rough physical texture. Shape is an area enclosed by lines. A clay pot's curved profile creates a wide shape, allowing it to hold water. Having elements is just the first step. A designer needs rules for how to organize and arrange them. We call these the principles of design. Think of a wooden mortar. It requires a wide base compared to its top. This principle, proportion, ensures it stays balanced during heavy pounding. Understanding these rules transforms a designer into a problem solver who builds objects that solve real structural needs. Even with the perfect shape and balance, an object will fail if the designer chooses the wrong material. Imagine pouring boiling porridge into a metal cup that has no handle. Heat sips right through metal, turning the whole cup as hot as the porridge itself and burning the user's hands. This is why designers choose plastic for hot food containers. Heat has a hard time traveling through plastic. It acts like a shield, staying cool to the touch even when the meal inside is steaming. We see perfect material matching in local clay. It is abundant in our swamps and soft enough to mold by hand, yet it fires hard enough in a kiln to hold water permanently without leaking. Selecting the correct material is the invisible half of good design. It bridges the gap between its function and its real-world survival. We must also consider the future of the object. What happens to a product when it breaks or is no longer needed? This brings us to sustainability. It is the simple idea that we should use what we need today without leaving our environment empty or damaged for the people who come after us. This diagram shows the sustainable design life cycle using a wooden object. It is an unbroken loop moving from the raw source material to the product, into repair and reuse, and finally to safe disposal or recycling. At the very beginning, the source stage, if designers decide to use wood to build furniture, they must ensure they replant the trees they harvest. When we ignore this life cycle, the environment suffers. For example, burning plastic waste releases toxic fumes into the air, which harms the health of everyone in the community. The sustainable path for plastics is a dedicated recycling process. This ensures materials are reused and stops discarded items from clogging local waterways. A great design works perfectly for us today and continues to protect our environment for decades to come.